mention of the 144,000 in the book of Revelation, specifically Revelation chapter 7 and Revelation chapter 14, has led to various interpretations among Christian groups. In today's video, I will go over the main theories and then I will tell you exactly who the 144,000 are. But before revealing the truth of the 144,000, I expect most not to like my explanation because it has been my experience that most prefer elaborate mysteries over simple truths. However, the truths that are in the Bible are straightforward. There's no grand mysteries, except for the mystery surrounding the Most High himself. If you haven't already, please help support the channel by subscribing. Let's discuss the main theories. The first one is called the literal interpretation. Some people interpret the number literally, believing that exactly 144,000 people will be chosen by Elohim during the end times. Then there's a symbolic interpretation. Many biblical scholars and theologians interpret the number 144,000 symbolically, seeing it as a representation of completeness or perfection. The number is 12, a significant number in the Bible representing the tribes of Israel or the apostles squared and then multiplied by 1,000, which could represent a perfect and complete number of the Most High's people. Then you have the Jehovah Witness interpretation. Jehovah Witnesses believe that the 144,000 is the number of people who will reign with Christ in heaven, while the rest of the righteous will live in a paradise on earth. The 144,000 are considered to be made up of people from the time of Christ until the present day who are specifically chosen for this role. Then you have the Seventh-day Adventist interpretation. Seventh-day Adventists often interpret the 144,000 as a group of end-time believers who will be alive at the time of the second coming of Christ. They are seen as being particularly faithful and having a special role during the end times. Historical interpretation. Historically, some interpreters have seen the 144,000 as representing the church or the totality of Christian believers throughout history. The 144,000 is actually quite straightforward. The confusion arises because the correct answer does not align with the false narratives that religious leaders have created. Consequently, they resort to crafting theories that they themselves know don't align. So now to get to the bottom of the 144,000, let's read Revelation chapter 7, starting with verse 1. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living Elohim, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of Elohim in their foreheads. And I heard the number of them that were sealed. And there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Of the tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000, and of the tribe of Reuben were sealed 12,000, and of the tribe of Gad were sealed 12,000. And when you go down the line, it was 12,000 from each tribe. One clear observation is that all these individuals are descendants of the children of Israel, highlighting that the kingdom is intended specifically for them, the children of Israel. We see a representation of 12,000 from each tribe, totaling 144,000. Verse 9 introduces us to an additional immeasurable multitude, leaving us with the question how to figure out who these people are. Fortunately, the Most High offers us clues into his thought process. The mystery can only be unraveled by reading the entire book for ourselves. While we may never fully comprehend the way of the highest, we can gather valuable insights along the way. So let's read Isaiah 46 chapter 10, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, My counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. The Most High has provided us with keys to understanding the end from the beginning. To unravel what lies ahead, we must begin our journey from the very start. This is where many Christian religions struggle in comprehending the end times. Their primary focus is on the New Testament. It's like putting a puzzle together with many of the pieces missing. So now let's go to Deuteronomy to gain a complete picture. Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 8. Behold, I have set the land before you. Go in and possess the land, which the Most High sware unto your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to give it to their seed and after them. And I spake unto you at that time, saying, I am not able to bear you myself alone. The Most High your Elohim has multiplied you, and behold, ye are this day as the stars of heaven for multitude. The Most High Elohim of your fathers make you 1,000 times so many more as ye are, and bless you as he has promised you. How can I myself alone bear your cumbrance, and your burden, and your strife? Take ye wise men, and understanding, and known among your tribes, and I will make them rulers over you. And ye answered me and said, the thing which thou hast spoken is good for us to do. So I took the chief of your tribes, wise men and known, and made them heads over you, captains over thousands, captains over hundreds, and captains over 50s, and captains over 10s, and officers among your tribes. And I charged your judges at that time, saying, hear the causes between your brethren, judge righteously between every man and his brother, and the stranger that is with him. Ye shall not respect the persons in judgment, but ye shall hear the small as well as the great, and ye shall not be afraid of the face of man. For the judgment is Elohim's, and the cause that is too hard for you, bring it unto me, and I will hear it. So this is Moses instructing the tribes of Israel what to do. He had appointed heads over every tribe. Deuteronomy and Jeremiah are my favorite books. I get emotional when I read the book of Deuteronomy because you get to see all the good the Most High wanted to give to Israel if we could have just walked in his ways. The identity of the 144,000 should become immediately apparent. However, in the case that it hasn't, let's put Revelation and Deuteronomy together and compare them. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hand. Now you compare that with Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 10. The Most High thy Elohim hath multiplied you, and behold, ye are this day as the stars of heaven for multitude. The Most High of your Elohim of your fathers make you 1,000 times so many more as ye are, and bless you as he has promised you. Under Moses the number of Israelites was so great it was almost impossible to count. But in the end times, the Israelites that are gathered, the number spoken about in Revelation will be many more than that. So now let's compare Revelation chapter 7 verse 4. I heard the number of them that were sealed, and they were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. And you compare that with Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 15. So I took the chief of your tribes, wise men and known, and made them heads over you, captains over thousands, captains over hundreds, and captains over 50s, and captains over 10s, and officers among your tribes. Nothing has changed. When Israel is gathered, there must be leaders. The 144,000 are leaders of the tribes. Under Moses, they took what? Wise men from every tribe. Under Christ or Yeshua, there will be 144,000 leaders. 12,000 from each tribe. Don't let people trip you up with numbers and further confuse you with their lack of insight. Some will say that was under Moses, but this is Revelation. In the end times, it will not be different. It will be the same. Let's read Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 33. As I said, saith the Most High thy Elohim, surely with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and fury poured out will I rule over you, and I will bring you out from the people, and I will gather you out of the countries where ye are scattered, with a mighty hand, and with a stretched out arm, and with fury poured out. And I will bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there will I plead with you face to face. Like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt, so will I plead with you, says the Most High. It's going to be the same under Moses and under Yeshua. Verse 37. And I will cause you to pass under the rod, and I will bring you into the bond of the covenant, and I will purge out from among you the rebels, and them that transgress against me, and I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn, and they shall not enter into the land of Israel. And ye shall know that I am the Most High. In the end times, Israel will be gathered. It will be just like when the Israelites left Egypt. Verse 35 and verse 36 explains, after Israel is gathered, they will go into the wilderness outside of the land of Israel. I've heard many talking about going into spaceships and going back to Israel. That's not what happens. Just like under Moses, you will go back to the land outside of Israel to be judged. For there the king himself, Christ or Yeshua, will purge or kill the rebels. And I will purge out the rebels from among you, and them that transgress against me. And I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn, and they shall not enter into the land of Israel. And you shall know that I am the Most High. When it says them that transgress against me, it means them that transgress the laws that the Most High gave to Moses, and they will not enter into the land of Israel. To give the final answer, the 144,000 are the leaders that will rule over the children of Israel. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 20, their children also shall be as aforetime, and their congregations shall be established before me, and I will punish all them that oppress them, and their nobles shall be of themselves, and their governors shall proceed from the midst of them, and I will cause him to draw near, and he shall approach unto me. For who is this that engaged his heart to approach unto me, says the Most High. The governors are the rulers, the nobles are the higher-ups. Yes, the kingdom will not be equal. The nobles and governors of Israel, when they are gathered, will be of themselves, meaning they will only be Israelites that will be allowed to rule. In this case, 12,000 from each tribe will be over the multitude that you read in Revelation. In my next video, I will cover what it means to seal them in their foreheads. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.